What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Friday. We got a huge 15-game slate here today. Got it broken down for you. Looked at every single matchup possible. Everything you can look at, to broken it down to you for my Money 6. 2 of my favorite pitchers, 3 of my favorite hitters, and a cheap value hitter they can throw in with the pitchers to get those better hitters, those pricier hitters, in some juicy matchups. So slap a like in the video before we get going. I really appreciate that. Let's try to get over 50 likes if you can get that. Thank you so much. And let's just hop into the video. Without further ado, I'm going to go with Clayton Kershaw here. We got a pitching duel between Max Scherzer and Clayton Kershaw. So I think Kershaw is going to come out here very good against him in a nice ballpark for pitching in LA, where he's very comfortable, pitches very well here. He's coming off a gem as well against Arizona. The man racked up 40 DraftKings points against Arizona, a team that hits pretty well against lefties too. And this Nationals lineup is not very scary. They're banged up. They're down a couple of their better right-handed hitters, and Rendon, also Adam Eaton. So I think Clayton Kershaw can really take advantage of this lineup. They're only projected 2.7 runs, so Vegas loves Kershaw in this spot. The only concern is that Scherzer's pitching on the other side of the ball, so the run support might be hard to come by from LA, but I think Kershaw can just be so good where it doesn't even matter if he gets the win or not, but it'll definitely help if he does. You still can get that, so I think he's going to come out here with another dominant game. And also, he could pitch a little bit longer just because it could be such like a pitching matchup here where it's just like 0-0 throughout the game. So maybe Kershaw goes a little bit deeper. But yeah, a good spot here for Kershaw. Lock him in there. And for my second guy, we're going to go with Chris Archer, a guy that's really been struggling to start the year. But the thing with Archer is that he still has that strikeout stuff. It's not like he's not striking out hitters. He's just giving up some unlucky kind of hits and runs, whatever. If you look at his analytics, his xFIP and his Sierra, it's actually showing that he's still pitching pretty well. His ERA is higher than it should be, so I think he'll come back down to earth here against a Minnesota lineup that is worse against right-handed pitchers, and he's back in Tropicana, where he normally pitches very well, and it's just a great pitching environment here. If you look at the BVP as well, Archer really has their number. Only a 175 average against him and a 32% K rate, and that's 105 plate appearances, so a pretty sizable sample here. So I think Archer can definitely get it done, get some good strikeout numbers, and yeah, get over 20 DraftKings points probably. Vegas is only projecting 3.6 runs for Minnesota in this game. So a nice opportunity for Archer to bounce back after an abysmal performance against Philly in that one. He should be a little bit motivated after that terrible game. So lock him in there. So that's your two pitchers, 36-25 remaining per hitter. And we're going to hop in with the hitters right now. Josh Reddick is going to be my first guy at 4,100. Whenever you see James Shields, you automatically think left-handed batters. Reddick, one of the few lefties on this this Astros lineup, can definitely get it done here in this spot. And he's been hitting pretty well and hitting for power with already 4 home runs on the season. He's been doing that all against right-handed pitchers. So against a very juicy matchup in James Shields, one of the best right-handed pitchers for left-handed batters, I think Reddick can get it done here. He has great BVP against them as well. 8 for 25 with 3 home runs already in the books for Reddick, so he has a great opportunity to hit another home run in this spot against James Shields. So we're going to go ahead and lock him in there. And for my second hitter, we're going to go with Jose Martinez here, a guy that absolutely murders left-handed pitchers, and he's got one here against Finnegan for the Reds. So if you just look at his career, he's had a 3-year career, Jose Martinez so far. Coming into this season, he's been extremely good against left-handed batters. His ISO is a 354 ISO, so extreme power against him. And just his WOBA, 501 WOBA. So he's an extremely good hitter, just like getting on base and producing run-worthy hits, and then he's been hitting for power as well. So he's absolutely amazing against left-handed pitchers, and they are projected 5 runs in the spot against Finnegan. So Martinez definitely have some RBI opportunities. He should be in around that 5 hole for this game, so he can rack up a few RBIs and hit that home run as well. Here in St. Louis, he's off to a great start to the year, batting .330 with already 3 home runs and 15 RBIs. So he can add a few more RBIs to that total, maybe even a home run, hopefully a home run. But Jose Martinez, lock him in there. And he's one of the cheaper bats you can get on that St. Louis lineup, and he's very good against lefties. So I'll take that to the bank. And for my third and final guy for the core, Andrew McCutchen at 3,400 is another guy that just seems too cheap against a lefty pitcher. This guy is very good as well against lefties. Just looking at his splits last year, he had 360 ISO and a 42% hard hit rate against lefties, so he's extremely good against left-handed pitchers last year. And I remember against San Diego, the last time he was out against a lefty, he did very well. He had a home run in that spot. I think he kind of struggled against Patrick Corbin in that game, but Corbin was dealing. But McCutchen, this is just a good spot for him. Andrew Heaney is absolutely atrocious against right-handed batters. In like his last season, where he had like a decent sample size, he gave up 56% hard hit rate to right-handed batters. So he was just getting absolutely smoked against right-handed hitters. And to make it even worse, he gave up 12 home runs on the year. So he didn't pitch that much, but if you look at the home runs per 9 innings, he gave up 6.23 home runs per 9 innings to right-handed batters. So right-handed batters absolutely had his number. I think McCutchen can get a home run off him in this spot. So at 3,400, with a guy that has great power upside against Heaney, who gives up a lot of home runs to right-handed batters, that's just way too cheap for me. Great value from Andrew McCutchen. And this is kind of like a park upgrade, honestly, for San Fran going to LA here. So McCutchen, lock him in there. And that is it for the core 5. You got Kershaw, Archer, Jose Martinez, Reddick, and McCutchen. And for my cheap guy, we're going to go with the young stud, Candelario here at 3,300. Going against Junis, the right-handed pitcher for the Royals. The thing with Candelario, he's been hitting very well recently. If you look at these games, like 29, 17, 13, 14, the last 4 games. So absolutely killing the ball, probably because they were hitting in Baltimore maybe. But he's back to Detroit, and there's some wind blowing out to right field, which could help him. And just going against a right-handed pitcher is very good for Candelario. He has a 316 ISO on the year against right-handed pitchers. And against Junis, he's seen him before. He's 3 for 5 with the double, so he definitely has that extra base potential against them. And he's at the top of the order. He should be batting second in this game. And at 3,300 for a team that's projected, I think, over 4 runs, second in the order, and a guy with some solid pop against right-handed pitchers, just seems a little bit too cheap for me. So a great value here for Candelario, and the bat is smoking hot recently. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there, and that gets you up to 36.25 remaining per player. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. You got some nice value with those bats, and you got some great elite pitchers, I think, on the slate. Both of those guys have 30-plus upside, honestly, at the pitching spot. And like I always say, you want safety at your pitcher position, and then you take your chances with some hitters, the guys that have home run potential and some stolen base potential, if you can find that as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Slap a like in the video if you did, and subscribe to get these MLB DraftKings picks every single day. Pitchers were a little bit lackluster yesterday. Didn't get as many strikeouts. That can happen, but the hitters did pretty solid. Lorenzo Cain went absolutely nuclear last night. So let's try to keep it going here with the bats, and the pitchers can pick us up for that safety, that floor, and then the hitter is going to go off. So good luck tonight, guys. Let's win some money. Enjoy your Friday night, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow.